Sunday, 27 March, The Gap News This Morning. Broadcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, I'm Ghazali Abdullah. Good morning. First, the headlines. Alvin is first Malaysian to win Cinema Audio Society Award in Hollywood. Two men armed with parangs rob woman of jewellery worth 25,000 ringgit. Stall trailer causes 20-kilometre-long jam on highway. MBPJ denies alleged harassment against Melaka Hari Ini owner. Ukraine ministers meet Biden in Poland. Thousands flee after Philippine volcano erupts. And Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, F1 drivers agree to race despite security concerns after missile attack. And now the news in full. Sarawakian Alvin made history when he became the first Malaysian to win a Cinema Audio Society CAS award in Hollywood. He won the Outstanding Achievement in Sound Mixing Award for his work in Disney's animated feature film Encanto. Other nominees include Luca, Raya and The Last Dragon, and Sing 2. The 34-year-old Kuching native, who now lives in Los Angeles, is credited as the scoring mixer of the sound mixing team on the film. An elderly woman was robbed of her jewellery worth 25,000 ringgit by two men armed with parangs in Bandar Tun Razak, Cheras, Saturday morning. In a statement, Cheras District Police Chief Idham Jaafar said a video on the incident was being circulated widely on social media and hoped people would stop sharing it as it will cause public anxiety. From the investigation, it was found that the incident took place around 9 a.m. The woman, aged 77, suffered serious injuries on her hands. He said two men armed with parangs snatched a necklace from the woman and used a cutter to get away with two bracelets before fleeing on a motorcycle. A stalled trailer lorry that ran out of petrol and broke down in the left lane of the North-South Expressway caused a 20-kilometre-long traffic jam between Kuala Kangsar and Changkat Jering Saturday. Highway operator Plus Malaysia said the trailer had been moved to a nearby emergency parking area at around 2:30 p.m. Northbound motorists had been instructed to exit the highway via the Kuala Kangsar toll plaza and re-enter the highway at Changkat Jering, Plus said. The Petaling Jaya City Council, MBPJ, has denied recent allegations of harassment against the owner of local live music venue Melaka Hari Ini. In a statement, the local council said 8 officers were conducting routine inspections to ensure businesses abide by relevant laws. The council did not issue any compounds to the premises during the inspection, the statement read, adding that the officers on duty merely gave advice and explained the actions that could be taken if the business was caught breaking the law. Council officers were accused of threatening with a 5,000 ringgit compound for playing pipe music without an entertainment license. After explaining to officers that the business is in the process of applying for a waiver of the fee, Melaka Hari Ini claimed it was told to remain closed until the fee is settled or face a fine. U.S. President Joe Biden has held talks with Ukraine's defense and foreign ministers in Poland. Some say the fact that the ministers left Ukraine for the talks is a sign of growing confidence in how the war with Russia is going. Biden has been in Poland since Friday and is also meeting the Polish President Andrzej Duda. President Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukraine has inflicted powerful blows and significant losses on the Russians. Russia's army says the first phase of its military campaign in Ukraine is over, and it will now focus on the eastern Donbas region. Western officials believe the announcement implies that Moscow knows its pre-war strategy has failed. An official in the besieged southern port of Mariupol tells the BBC an estimated 300 people died in last week's attack on a theatre. Thousands of people were ordered to evacuate from their homes near a Philippine volcano Saturday after an eruption sent ash and steam hundreds of meters into the sky. Taal volcano, which sits in a lake south of Manila, exploded with a short-lived burst at 7:22 a.m., the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said in a statement. It warned further eruptions were possible, which it said could trigger dangerous, fast-moving volcanic flows of gas, ash, and debris, as well as a tsunami. The Seismological Agency strongly recommended residents living in vulnerable communities around the lake be evacuated, as it raised the alert level from 2 to 3. And now for some sports news. Formula One drivers say they agreed to race in Saudi Arabia this weekend, despite security concerns following a missile attack near the Jeddah track. The race will go on ahead on Sunday, following 4 hours of meetings between drivers and senior figures. The decision was made at 02:30 local time. A statement from the Grand Prix Drivers Association said it had been difficult to erase natural concerns. They were reassured by F1 bosses and Saudi government ministers, it said. The drivers' decision to race came at the end of an extraordinary day in Jeddah, following a missile attack on an oil facility 9 miles from the track. Drivers started a discussion over whether to race an hour after second practice had finished, and remained in the room while various senior figures came and went. To end the bulletin, here are the headlines again. Alvin is first Malaysian to win Cinema Audio Society Award in Hollywood. 2 men armed with parangs rob woman of jewellery worth 25,000 ringgit. Stalled trailer causes 20-kilometre-long jam on highway. MBBJ denies alleged harassment against Melaka Hari Ini owner. Ukraine ministers meet Biden in Poland. Thousands flee after Philippine volcano erupts. And Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, F1 drivers agree to race despite security concerns after missile attack. This has been the Gap News this morning, Sunday, 27 March, with reports from Free Malaysia Today, The Vibes and the BBC World Service. The Gap News is also available on the internet news portal Melaka Hari Ini. We hope you found the bulletin informative. We certainly welcome hearing from you. If you do have the opportunity, please do write in. We would certainly love to hear from you. Podcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, I'm Ghazali Abdullah.